Hello everybody, it's September 4th of 2024 and today we're still out on the Army Cat, but I realized that I made a little bit of a screw up or a faux pas in my clutch compartment there before I put the lid on, so now I'm stalling for time. I'm just kind of not wanting to open up the darn lid again, which requires me to take the fenders off and the seat pan and stuff like that, pull the lid off it, and I'm gonna have to do a little bit of clutch repair. Should have caught it when I had it open, but we didn't, so here we are. Gonna have to open that up. But meanwhile, we're gonna put some gauges in this thing. As you can see, this is my fuel gauge. It works. When it's operating, you can barely see the needle up into the green area. But that's the whole problem. I can't really see it clearly, so we're going to do something about it. I'm going to replace that fuel gauge with this, just a regular aftermarket gauge. It reads up to 80 pounds, which is way too high, but fuel pressure on this cat is going to be just under 20 pounds, I guess. So what we're going to have to do is to make a new way to mount that into the dash. I can't use the original, what do you call it, nacelle or whatever, so I got to make something that's going to hold this in position. Okay, I got this removed out of the dash, and as you can see the colors there, but you can't really see it very clearly. It's been filled with diesel fuel, aged out, and the glass is stained, and I don't know how to get into this here gauge without doing any more damage to it, so I'm just going to put it on the shelf, keep it for later. Maybe I'll find a way to restore the glass inside. I'm going to replace it with this gauge, really clear to see. It's just an aftermarket gauge, so we'll just get after making a new nacelle, I guess you call it. I'm going to use my trusty circle cutter, and I'm going to cut out 2 discs out of this old oil pail, clean them up, and then we will go from there. There we have it. We have a pair of these discs. So now we'll see where we're going to drill the 4 mounting holes in it and mount it in the dash, and then cut out the center. All right, I had to recut these original cutouts. This is a little too small. It might fit on the other side of the machine with the oil pressure and the water temperature, but this fuel gauge one is quite a bit bigger in circumference, so I had to cut the next size out. So we'll go ahead and bolt that into our dash panel. Okay, now that I got this plastic disc mounted into the dash, I'm going to take my smaller circle cutter and just take out the center of it. Not the most graceful, but it's done. And that'll just sit right in there like that. I just got to get the little C-clamp on the back there and lock it in place. There we have it. We got that fuel pressure gauge all installed, so we're just going to button down the hood and everything, start it up and see if it gives us. At the same time, I reworked these other two gauges over on the right hand side of the dash. One's the temperature on the hard right and the other one is the oil pressure. So figure I might as well do all three of these gauges on this machine and have them sort of matching. I think they look all right. So let's go ahead and we'll start these up and see if they work. Don't really need any excuse to start up your old cat. We're just going to start it up anyway. Almost 0 pounds pressure at like an idle on the fuel gauge, so I'll probably have to open up that transfer pump, the primary transfer pump, and you know, just do a little work on it, maybe take it to the machine shop and clean up the wear plates and stuff like that. But over here on the oil pressure, seems to have 20 pounds or just under it. Either at idle or full throttle. I was doing a lot of this odds and sods and just getting gauges working and put lines in, bolt the hood down, you know, just doing a bunch of other things, but I think it was just procrastinating because when I did run it the other day, we developed a clutch problem and there's no way around it, so I'm gonna have to pull the fenders, fuel tank, all that kind of stuff, pull the lid off and see what's going on in there. There's not enough room in there for me to bend cotter pins and replace stuff in there, so just something that should have been done when I had the lid off in the first place, but there you have it. Just kind of like never caught it, I guess, so now we're gonna have to do a little extra work. That's all we got for now, and so we'll catch up to you later when we get this thing opened up again.